Today, we are exploring Guangzhou China by night, with new shopping centres shining brightly opposite thousand-year-old temples, busy shopping streets with adorable dog apartments, and lively night markets selling stinky tofu. Yes, you heard that right, stinky tofu. It's sure to make for an interesting night, so come along with us for a night in China's third largest city. One fun thing about Guangzhou, China is that you'll have these really built up areas with all these shopping malls everywhere, and you'll be right across the road from a thousand-year-old temple.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, so we're gonna go check it out.
The Dafo temple is over 1,000 years old and it was founded between 917 and 971. And it's a Buddhist temple and the inside is really, really beautiful.
This temple is also free of charge to enter and explore, and would definitely recommend. So Beijing Street is the place to be when you're in Guangzhou, whether it's a weekday or a weekend. This is definitely the liveliest place you can be. So Beijing Street is a really long pedestrian-only street. It's filled with all sorts of things. There's a fancy shopping centre I'm standing right behind. There's your usual clothing stores, food stores, but there's also a lot of different street vendors and food stalls that you can buy some street food on. So of course we had to spend our last evening in Guangzhou here. Just strolling down the street and saw some people looking up, and we're like, oh, what are they looking at? It's a little second floor apartment with dogs, and they have holes so they can just stick their heads out, and they're all huskies.
That's so cute.
So random.
Yeah. I really want to go up and pet them.
They're beautiful. This honestly feels a little bit like we're in Disneyland or something. It's really like themed area, and this one has, I mean, a lot of themes of toys, like the squishy toys and stuff. But even like the food store over there is themed and everything. I kind of love it. It's such a vibe, and it's so different from just up the street. So then we leave that kind of theme, and just around the corner it kind of changes theme. It just changes vibe, and it's more like traditional. I feel there's a lot of lanterns down this street. So here it's more like street food, kind of traditional looking street food as well, and traditional shops more so, right? So we found this street food stall that has a big queue of people, so we just decided to join the queue and see what they're all getting, and we just managed to translate it, and it translates to stinky tofu.
Yeah, so it says, Google says it tastes like blue cheese, has a strong pungent smell, often compared to rotten meat or garbage. Sounds really bad.
Yeah, I mean, nothing sounds good about it. I just saw their like wet socks, armpit gym socks. I mean, nothing sounds good about this.
But we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, I mean, people seem to like it, and it is, the origins are in China, so I feel like if we're gonna try it, what better place to try it than
We
here?
have to, yeah.
So we're queuing, we are waiting for stinky tofu.
Okay, we got it. Let's see how it smells. It's very intense.
I smell garlic.
Oh.
Does this mean it's gonna be nice? I don't think so. It's time to taste.
Let's go.
I don't know. I think we need some toppings on it.
I think mine has a little bit. That should be enough. A little bit garlic.
I'm nervous. Okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
It's not bad.
Oh my gosh, it's spicy.
Yeah. It's spicy, but it's not as bad as I thought at all. It tastes like tofu,
Actually
spicy
fine.
tofu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually quite nice. I'm so surprised. I thought that would be really bad.
Maybe the taste after a while is a bit bad, no?
Maybe. Okay. That part didn't have chili on and that was not very nice.
I guess the toppings are definitely needed.
Chili and garlic
Yeah.
are needed.
Absolutely.
Not bad though.
Yeah.
You're going for a second piece.
Yeah. All in.
And it only cost about €1.30. Thumbs up. What would you rate it?
I honestly thought it was gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
I think I would do the same. 6 out of 10. Not so bad, but I had very low expectations, so I think that's what made it better. Nice.
Okay, update. It's been a while since we ate and the aftertaste is really bad.
Yeah, it's not so good. So we're on the hunt for something sweet. We need to get that taste out of our mouth pronto. So for our dessert, we've settled on this milk mochi dessert bowl. I think that's what it's called. And we've seen them in a lot of stores around. I don't know if it's like a traditional dessert here, but it's definitely very popular. So we wanted to give it a go. Try and open it. Ooh, it looks very good. Oh, it's like a jelly consistency almost.
It's like cheese.
Because it's like milk and then that texture, it's kind of almost just like mozzarella, like more mozzarella.
We finished with our dessert and it tasted pretty neutral. It wasn't as sweet as we expected it to be. And to be honest, a little bit almost like the cereals, like the milk.
Yeah, the like milk that's left over after
Exactly,
you eat
yeah.
a cereal. Yes, yeah, except that milk is probably sweeter than this dessert was. But it was filling.
Yeah, it was filling.
Glad we tried it. And as things come to a close here in Beijing Street, we are going to head back to our hotel and prepare for another travel day tomorrow. So we're going to end the video here.
Please like, subscribe and leave a comment. It helps our channel a lot. And thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
Bye!